All right, I just meditated, so I am in a bit of a very calm mode at the moment, and we're starting off with a very calm push day. So it's triceps, shoulders, and chest that I am targeting on this particular day. But why am I doing a lat pull down? Well, because a lot of push movements require a bit of back stability. So if your biceps are firing, your triceps are stabilizing. If your chest is firing, your back is stabilizing, and vice versa. So I always feel like it's good to, you know, how does one put it? See to it that there is a bit of back musculature that is being hit and targeted, so that when you retract your shoulders, when you stabilize your rear delts and your complete back musculature, and you're ready to push, and that's how you should be doing it along with your leg drive. So your legs are kind of like uh, digging yourself into the ground. You're digging yourself into the ground with your legs as you're doing a movement, any push movement, whether it be with your dumbbells, whether it's a bench press or anything. And I feel that training a little bit of back uh, helps you get that connection to your back, which will help you uh, be safer on your push movements as well as increase performance. That's why I was training back there. Funny thing, I'll come to the close grip bench press that I'm doing here, but funny thing is that if you're hungry and you meditate, the hunger goes away. Your desire to eat, in fact, goes away. Um, that's an interesting experience that I've been having, because for the past 3 days, this has been the case with me. I'm cutting, right? I'm trying to lose, and I lose fat, not weight, but I have a very huge appetite. So how do you get around that? Well, you meditate, because first thing is it calms you down. Second thing is it actually destroys hunger as well as the desire to eat. You feel satisfied, right? There is something going on there. You're onto something, I guess, when that happens. It's good. It's good that your hunger is going out. Anyways, meditation and hunger aside, coming back to what I'm doing here is a close grip bench press, because I want to get my triceps firing. So that's a close grip bench press right there. When you fire that way, the closer that you are, the more triceps come into the picture. You will also be using your chest in the process, but it's not like you're not going to be using the triceps. There's going to be more tricep and less chest the closer that you come, and it's going to be more chest and less tricep the wider that your grip is, right? So what I have here is a cross cable tricep extension, I guess, yes, cross cable tricep extension, and this is again for the triceps in the shortened position. So when you do this, it hits your triceps. And I've been doing this because overhead movements have been causing a bit of a problem with my shoulder. I guess having a shoulder problem as well as probably some upper back tightness is a rite of passage for gym goers. So I think, uh, I'm no exception to that either, right? Which doesn't mean that you shouldn't lift in a proper way. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't pride yourself of getting a lot of injuries. We are in for longevity. We are in for playing this game as long as you can. If you're trained for 10 years, if you're trained for 15 years, is when you can actually look like an absolute monster. And it's also very healthy from a, I would say, from a more functional perspective or from a health-based perspective. So see to it that you prevent injury in every way that you, or shape or form that you can, right? Uh, Again, as you can see here, I'm trying to get my triceps up. I would really like a huge long head, a long head that is like I have to say it. It's called a croissant, right, or a croissant. I'm not trying to be pretentious here, but I want that croissant shaped triceps for myself, and I think uh, the long head goes a long way, right, in contributing to that shape. So I've been training the long head for a very long time. I think I have bad, I don't know, long head genetics, Is that even possible? Having like bad long head genetics while having good genetics for one particular muscle group? Yeah, sure, I think it is possible. Or do you overall have good genetics or bad genetics? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens when I kind of do a specialization program. I have not done an arm specialization program till now, and it's been 3 years. I have decent enough arms. Uh, so I think a lot of people who talk about specializing in arms, I don't think you need a specialization until and unless you actually go through a couple of cycles of bulking and cutting, and you've put on a certain amount of muscle, and then you go on a cut probably after after it's going to be an important cut, right? Because it's going to truly reveal how much muscle you've built and where are your truly weak points. And I think that's the reason why cutting is important, right? You have to spend most of your time bulking, but cutting actually reveals what your weak points are, so that next time you go on a bulk, you know which ones to prioritize and which ones to not prioritize, right? Doesn't mean that you're not going to work on those muscles, right? Sometimes specialization programs end up neglecting the body parts that were really brought up in a previous mesocycle. But uh, what happens is that, oh, my arms aren't good, so I'm going to smash arms all the time, and then you end up not giving enough importance to your back, and it might also lead to a certain amount of muscle imbalances. So what I'm doing here is a side arm lateral raise. That's a Please don't take that seriously. What I did there was just a lateral raise, and I'm doing it in this movement, right? So what we've got here is a decline cable fly. This is for the lower chest. People try dips as well, which is another movement for the lower chest. But I've always felt that the dips is an exercise that is just extremely fatiguing because of the kind of undue pressure that it not faces, but rather places on the shoulders. So I did this instead. So I did 2 sets of this, only 2 sets, yes. Uh, but each set was done in this particular manner. But I did the decline cable flies followed by uh, push-ups until failure, till I could probably hold it. When I went till failure, I would hold it, okay, at the very end to torture myself in a beautiful manner. That's it for today, guys. See you next time. Lift hard, be cute. Signing off.